Saloon tour.
Hot chocolate, yeah.
Freaking Saloon.
How did that
Super
come about,
Minis.
by the way?
Is it Super
To be fair, I
Minis?
think we are in Super Minis, you know.
Mine is the Super Golf Ball. Mine is not in any class. It's its own class of golf ball on wheels.
Do you know, following you earlier, it goes much quicker than I thought it would.
I'm
it
so
must
happy
be
with
like
it.
a power to weight thing.
Golf balls do go quite quick. I am terrified it's going to tip over at any point. Genuinely terrified. Right, anyway. Hello one and all, and welcome to See Through Glass, and welcome to the Hot Hatch Tour plus Paul Wallace's RS3 Saloon. What I mean, we've been playing this 6 months, and this is where we've got to. You join us in Wales, and we are here because we want to try and find a great English B road to enjoy our hot hatches and saloon on. And we couldn't be bothered going to Scotland because it's really far away.
1 minute into the video, are you going to stop?
No, you bought the wrong car.
No.
It's called the Hot Hatch Tour. You bought a
Even though we're in
saloon.
Super Minis.
Okay, so the Saloon is only 5 kilograms heavier than the Hot Hatch.
It doesn't matter, it's not a hot hatch.
So
It definitely doesn't have a hatch.
It doesn't have a hatch.
I can get it to have a hatch.
We stop by a DIY store and chop the
going
boot
to go
off.
back to England in a minute.
Okay, please, because you're not actually on the right tour. So yes, anyway, we're here, we're having coffee. Why am I the one having cake? That's embarrassing.
I did it because it's breakfast time, and I've had the sensible option of poached eggs on sourdough.
Well played. Fantastic. You can tell the kind of
What are
cafes
you
we come to.
indulging in right now?
An gluten-free almond cake. So yeah, we're stocking up on breakfast and energy, and then we're going to be taking our 3 cars into the Brecon Beacons because, as I say, it's closer than Scotland, and I'm pretty sure has some of the best English B roads for us to really enjoy these cars in these conditions. So, James,
Here's to our hot hatch tour.
Hot hatch tour.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for coming along, Paul. Boys and girls, are you there? Cheeky Focus RS.
That's probably the car that I should have come in.
Okay, we've got 2 hot hatches in a saloon. Let's go find some good driving roads.
Let me just get this out of the space first. This car's quite long.
It's the problem with being a bloody saloon and not a hot hatch. This trip isn't really a chance to compare these cars because they couldn't be more different, mainly because of Paul's uselessness by getting a saloon instead of a hot hatch. But very different power, very different weight, very different driving experiences. We all just wanted to bring different cars, or cars that we were interested in driving. This is about celebrating the road trip, the UK road trip, having fun in the winter, driving all year round and having a laugh, because we haven't done a big trip like this or any kind of road trip together since Monaco in April, which has felt a long time ago. So it's just good to be back on the road with those 2 absolute idiots.
I mean, what was Paul thinking? Bringing an RS3 Quattro to a hot hatch tour is like bringing Andy Murray to a party. Boring. At least Sam has bought quite an eccentric Italian car which has a lot of flair, and that's about it. But this is a hot hatch.
I'm about to try and come up with different names instead of a hot hatch tour so that it will be a little bit more suitable to my car. The small or medium, the medium sized, the under £50,000 trip.
That's not bad, right? 4-cylinder, just over 225 horsepower. And the other thing about a hot hatch, and this is a precedent, this is convention, this isn't my opinion. Hot hatches of old, they're all about engagement and fun. I believe a hot hatch should certainly be a manual car, and as a result, the pedal placement should be such that you can indulge in heel and toe, the gear shift should be short and snappy, and it should be all around a lot of fun for a good price point. Contrast to that, the Super Saloon up front is pushing out 390 horsepower, it's quattro all-wheel drive, and it's an automatic. Cool.
Sam, what is your 0 to 60 time on your Ferrari?
It was never officially revealed. I think on average it's about 4.2 to 4.5.
This car that I am driving, which does come as a variant of hot hatch, does it in 3.9 seconds.
It's not about 0 to 60 times, it's about emotion.
I'm having quite an emotional time back here. Not sure about you, but yeah, fairly emotional.
Emotional for being left out of the hot hatch door.
I think we are most definitely in Wales now. There's a significant lack of sheep, but these views are getting absolutely ridiculous. So, Mr. Instagram has made us stop in the middle of the road for a quick photo. Cars all looking very dirty and very randomly parked up on this amazingly bizarre Welsh moorland road, I'd say.
Actually, James wanted the mountains in the background, and yet he's taking it from the front, pointing.
James only taking pictures of his own car. bit into his own mini, isn't he?
He'll probably end up buying one.
Yeah. Do you like your car, James?
Yeah.
He's so predictable. So we were just doing some filming in the RS3 with Paul. And we've come across a drag that's broken down. So we're trying to help. James has come to the rescue. He's the only one of all 5 people that has phone signal. Of course, he's on his own private network, JCW UK, just for the JCW family.
It's because he lives out in the sticks.
But I mean,
DJ Les.
Classic Jag.
Classic Jag.
DJ Les has apparently lost power steering. So yeah, we're all awkwardly hanging around.
Undrivable without power.
I mean, I don't want to be rude, but it is drivable. Just needs a bit of extra arm work. But yeah. Anyway, we're trying to be good Samaritans here and help as much as possible, even though Paul is tempted to do a launch control that away. I was like, Paul, don't do it. A 6th member has joined the rescue party. Paul reckons this is the Queen. I'm trying to assure him it's not, but it is a very good lookalike. This person looks a little bit more local, so we're hoping they can be a bit more of assistance, because as you can see, the Jag is well and truly bummed, and without being rude, it's holding up our filming.
It's all kicking off.
All kicking off. Okay, the Jag is going to attempt to limp it down to a farm, which means we continue. Cheddar Gorge is 2.5 hours from here, which means we'd get there for sunset, but it means we couldn't stop for lunch.
I'm quite hungry.
I kind of concur. I reckon it's supposed to be a very decent road up here on the left. Let's go do that, let's find lunch, and then let's have a very nice drive back to our overnight stop.
Can we come all around lunch to have a debrief about how we all feel about our cars on these tight little roads, etc.?
Yeah, and see if Paul's really regretting bringing the wrong car. It's important that it just is glued to the corners. Like you just go. This road, I have no idea where we are right now. I need to look up the name and I'll put the link below. But this is incredible. Sheep everywhere, amazing views. We're sort of towards the southwest of Wales, and yes, these 3 cars are now really coming to their own. Paul is in a different league, but that is probably because it's a £50,000 saloon car with Quattro. I have to say, I do think whilst we might be pooping ourselves a bit more, we could be having a little bit more fun.
You haven't seen my GoPro yet?
For once, I'm the fastest!
I'm having so much fun.
Okay, case in point, I started my first video in this series by saying that I believe in the right conditions, by that I mean namely the right roads, a hot hatch can be just as much, if not more fun than a supercar. Now, as fantastic as supercars are, on a day like today, genuinely hand on heart, I would sooner be in a hot hatch that can deal with conditions like this. It's just a more compact environment. No doubt you just heard that stone. That just flew straight off the back of Sam's car into my windshield. That's exactly the kind of impact that I wouldn't be looking for on the paint of a supercar or a windscreen. Yeah, supercars are brilliant when the road conditions are right. In fact, every car's brilliant when they're in their own environment. But there's something about today that I just feel that right now, this thing is enjoying being out and sort of threaded through these tight roads. It's like a mosquito down a drain pipe. And when I'm in this, I can categorically say that on these roads today, in these conditions, I'm definitely having more fun in this car, mostly because I'm more comfortable than I would be in my very own supercar. It says a lot, right? Horses for courses, and today I want to be on this horse.
Well, lads,
Yes,
what a day.
it's been wicked, man.
What a day.
Let's face it, it's been a long time coming.
So happy to be sat down for 2 seconds. Long time
You were
coming.
sat down for the last 4 hours.
No. But stationary, yeah, stationary. We now have 2 more days with these cars.
In different scenarios.
Different scenarios, different adventures.
Yeah.
This is my video, this is me done. I now obviously am still taking part, but in terms of content from this trip, you're going to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc. But Paul and James will be knocking out the final 2 videos, or the next 2 videos. But guys,
Cheers.
Clinky,
Day one.
First
Clinky,
day.
day 1, it's been mega. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Oh, I just spilled my Coke everywhere.